Now students, we are going to do a question number 34, which I already explained you in previous video. And this question number 34 question is asking about only for journal entries for future and ratio of share. So first of all, the format is very important according to the ICSE guideline, that is journal entry. After the journal entry, you have to mention date here, first column. Then on second column, write down particulars. Then LF, amount debit and amount credit. Clear? This is the most important format for journal entry. We have already learned this type of format in class 11th also. So you have to mention all the items in this format. It is most important according to the ICSE guidelines. Clear? So according to the question which I have already discussed, that there is a company, case A, company name X Limited forfeited 500 shares of rupees 100 each, but called up amount is rupees 75. Clear? And issued at the rate of 10% premium to be paid at the time of allotment and for non-payment of a first call of rupees 20 per share. So the forfeiture entry is, that is share capital account debit to calls and arrear account, means when our shareholders are not able to pay their amount, and to share forfeiture account. Share forfeiture account means when our shareholders are not able to pay their call money, then the company passes a special resolution and cancel the share of the shareholders, and whatever the amount is paid by the shareholders is totally forfeited by the company. Means we can say that it is just like a gain for the company also. Clear? So the calculation is like that, means share total number of forfeited share is how much? That is 500, and the called up or paid up amount is 75, which is already given in a question. Clear? So 500 multiplied by 75, calculate this amount, how much? $500 multiplied by 75, that is 37500, 37,500. Clear? Then if we talk about call in arrear amount, that is on 500 shares, a shareholder holding 500 shares are not able to pay their first call money, and the rate of first call is rupees 20. So the total amount of call in arrear is 10,000, means this amount is not paid by the shareholder on these 500 shares. Clear? Now the next, the forfeited amount. The forfeited amount is the balance one, that is 27,500. We have to calculate 37,000 minus 10,000, that is 27,500. Or we can also calculate like this: on 500 shares, out of rupees 75 called up per share, 20 per share are not paid by the shareholder, means remaining 55 rupees paid by the shareholder, which is gain for the company and forfeited by the company also. Clear? Now the next entry for reissue, and this question it is already mentioned that 200 shares were reissued as 75 paid up at the rate of 60 per share. So when we reissue, the amount is, when we reissue that particular shares, or a company when reissue that particular shares, the amount is received by the company's bank account. So bank account must be debited, that is bank account debit, and 75 paid up and 60 per share reissued rate means 15 rupees is just like a loss for the company. And according to the golden rule of our accountancy, that is according to nominal account, means debit all expenses and losses and credit all income and gains. That's why share forfeiture account debit. Here share forfeiture must be credited. This is gain for the company, and when the share forfeiture account debit, it is loss for the company. So bank account debit, share forfeiture account debit to share capital account. Clear? And the calculation is how many shares forfeited by the company, reissued by the company, that is 200. So 200 multiplied by the called up rate is 75, means 15,000. Clear? And share forfeiture rate is 200 multiplied by 200 into 75, that is 15,000. 200 into 15, that is 3,000. And company reissued 200 shares at the rate of rupees 60, which is already mentioned in the question. So 200 into 60, that is 12,000. Clear till now? Now, and the last entry of this case is, that is capital reserve. There is no change in this entry ever, that is share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. Okay, in most of the questions in DK Goel, this entry almost same in each and every question, that is share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve. Clear? So how we calculate this amount? When we have to calculate this amount, we have the same number of shares in forfeiture and reissue also, but in this question forfeiture share is 500 and reissue share is 200. Clear? So we have to calculate profit on 200 shares instead of 500 shares. And this question, first of all, you have to write here a calculation of capital reserve. How we calculate? On 500 shares, company gain how much? 27500, that is 27,500. And if we talk about gain on one share, that is 27500 divided by 500. Clear? And the next one is, that is we have to calculate profit on 200 shares, means gain on 200 shares is how much? 27,500 upon 500 multiplied by 200. Calculate how much? Means 27,500 upon 500 multiplied by 200. So we have to calculate this amount. $27,500 divided by 500 and multiplied by 200. The amount is 11,000. Clear? And if we talk about loss according to the second country, according to the second entry, that is share forfeiture account debit, means on 200 share company loses how much? Rupees 3,000, and the balance, that is 8,000, this 8,000 transfer to capital reserve account. Clear? All three entry of the first case of question number 34, and please mention the narration also.